Peace and electricity, beautiful, lovely, gorgeous. Listen, we freaked out right now. When I say we freaked out, it ain't on the first level of the 7 floors. The main 7 floors, I guess we could say, right? We ain't stuck in the basement. We freaked out. Vibing from the 4th level and up. Feel me? 3rd level and up. That's how we vibing. Last night was effing, man, and even the night before was so polarizing. Like, words really can't even explain it. That's why I'll be sitting here all day trying to find the English term to justify my feelings and where I was at with it. I had a wonderful day actually earlier that evening, and when I went home I did some things. When I returned back into the structure, I did some things that I'm aware of, that I never, my ego, everything that brings me to a negative place keeps me from entering the space that I entered. I won't go into depth on it today, but just know I was there. The stuff that I'm speaking about, I've been speaking about, I feel like I reached like the doorway. I won't say I walked through, I got to chill, relax, go upstairs, you know what I'm saying, go in the backyard. Nah, but I got to walk up to the door, so I got to see the front yard, got to see the house. It was beautiful. Last night, man, there was so much going on. There's so many guys that you could tap into. I'm gonna call them guys. They might not refer to them as guys. There's so many guys you could tap into on a Monday night. I ain't know where to go. I had so many different devices going, trying to listen to different stuff, turning things down at a point in time, turning other stuff up. It was just so much going on where I was just wanted to keep up with all the information. And the fact that I was able to reach, and the brother spoke on this as we were conversing and building, that it's so accessible for us today to have access to the knowledge, have access to our ancestors, have access to father figures, leaders, intellects, ground shakers, the replenishers, the rebuilders, the reorganizers, because all we doing is going back. None of us are doing anything new. We just pulling it. And although my question might have came off as super seeking and lost, y'all know I be talking about it. I'm connected somewhere, somehow. And yeah, in my mind I have an idea, but can I verbally express it to my family right now? Which is y'all know, I can't. Right now I can't pull that together. Forgive me. But I know I talked about it. If y'all pay attention to what I talk about it all the time. Even before my metaphysic, etymology, etherical vision, like the fact that it was able to penetrate me, all those things, the etheric, etymology and metaphysic, it was all able to penetrate all at once. And there was a reason why, because previous to that And I didn't get to express this yesterday, but listen, I've been connected to all of our leaders, really, because without my knowledge, I'll say this again, like I've said previously, without my knowledge, previously, I was living by those same principles. I was from wherever I got it from, wherever I got my perceived reality and my upgrades and my transformation from being the person I didn't want to be, that I didn't like being. Once that started on its own, without any assistance from my ancestors, physical or non-physical, well, pardon me. That's where I didn't even realize it was all non-physical. Everything I was getting, because wasn't nobody physical able to hand it to me. Nobody was able to guide, lead, pull, help, straddle with me. No one was able to traverse alongside me, in front of me. I mean, I know how to listen. I've been known how to listen for a long time. And more than listen, we talk about listening a lot. Like, be an observer, be teachable, be a student, forever be a student. But that's not just an auditory reception thing. Like, it's just not what your auditory systems are picking up. It goes to your visual. It goes to your electrical, really, because, and in the end, it might even tie back to this. Like, first, as soon as you walk into a situation or you enter another aura or presence, you feel it. You know something I like about that person. Something I don't like about that person. It's easy. Pardon this track. So, we pick it up easy. And before a person speaks, you already have a false perception, but also, a physical reception. First, we'll say a physical reception, but it all leads to a false reception, right? And or perspective, however you want to word it. So I want all the students and everyone that's seeking anything outside of themselves to be able to close your ears sometimes. Sometimes close your ears, because yes, it's a big tool for us, for our sensors to send back messages so we can, break it down into whatever reality we have at the time. And if you just close your ears for a minute, just open your eyes, because a lot of times they be open, but the message we getting back is nowhere near, you get what I'm saying, what's going on. Whether it be physical reality or perceived reality, however you want to look at it, right? Me, I look at it, there's so many bees right now, I'm bringing them to me. Just don't go in my eye. Yeah, it's all on what you got going on. And I won't apologize for anything that I've said, because, it's just my opinion and what I feel. But wherever you at, I always say it, that's the purpose of healing the block. It don't matter what you're doing. Just know that if you want better, if you think like, dang, my stuff was so effed up, my predicament, my upbringing, I've been through so much trauma, I've experienced so much pain, too many losses. Yes, all of those things are true. I'm not acting like, whatever happened in your physical space didn't happen. Yes, it happened. But you're so much bigger than it that you can't let it control what you got going on in your physical space. Like, there's things that may be blocking me in certain areas that I may not have came to terms with still. I haven't, actually. I'm just going to be honest and transparent. There's things that I haven't come to terms with. And those are my blockages. Because there's a plethora of other things that I've just, came to terms with, understood, overstood, understood, omnistood, right? Like, it really ain't that important. It don't have such a hold on my current, on my present. You feel me? But shout out to the God Red Pill. It was beautiful. I appreciate it. Marked history. I just marked myself in history. You talk about historic moments you like to create. Thank you for presenting the opportunity to me. Peace and electricity, brother. When I say electricity, I mean electricity. Like, I hope that thing, like, we are conductive. We are conductors. They speak on in the English language if, a person, a thing, anything could be conducive to your environment. And that's typically speaking about your growth or your acceleration, your excel, how you excel in the area. And we are conducive. We don't have to, we make the, whatever it is, conducive. We make the environment conducive. We bring positivity. We bring light. We bring love. You feel me? We bring discernment. And when I say that, we bring discernment to know that we don't know. Walking in. Forget what you thought you know. You don't. Still got to walk in with that open mind. And, you might make your own opinions or, your own judgment calls at that point, but that'll be up to you. And I'm mad I gotta sit on this plastic bag right now because I know it's wet. If I sit here for the length of time that I'm gonna sit here, the duration, pardon me, I will get up and my shorts will be wet. And my shorts are shortened right now. I can't get them over my knees because of, actually I can't. But they probably won't stay. I got my bridges snug today. They ain't gym shorts, so they ain't shifting around and everything. But y'all see what's going on. Y'all see what I be doing. I ain't playing. I don't be, I be trying to tell people. People be looking at me like I'm crazy. Can't believe like I went through this. Definitely not no negative or bad stuff, but I really almost took it personal that I don't even really want to speak on it because it's really small, but it's to a close loved one that I wish I could just. But there is a God. Dang, I don't want to get his name wrong. Khalil. He called in the 363 yesterday. Oh man, was he on it? Was everybody on it yesterday? Y'all was on it. King La Renee? Pardon me if I got it wrong, King. Everybody that was on it. There was mad people on it. Yeah, what was the other guy's name? I remember there's so many, and I was, like I said, I was between different programs trying to tune in because the night before I had a beautiful night. Feel me? I'm just gonna show y'all one. I ain't gonna get too deep. Into it. Can't give y'all my saucy what I got going on. Which one could I show y'all? Just want to show y'all a little corner of one of them, right? So this is what I got going on in my environment. This is what I'm permeating with. This is how I'm electrifying myself, amongst other things. I will show some of it. Yes, I gotta laminate it, so that's where, it's just a regular piece of, not regular, but, it's just a piece of paper, a printed piece of paper, and I laminate it, and I have multiples. Actually, now that I'm set up, I can set them out around me now. And it seems to be low traffic at this time. It's before the work day end, and I'm typically not here at this time. Typically here after the work day ends, and it's a little more busy. But we're gonna pull these out, set them around me. When y'all see my knees, I ain't gotta explain. For the people that's following me, you know why you see my knees. You know what I'm saying? And when you don't see them, you know why too. My videos are the same. You gotta tune in. I'm trying to program y'all. And not program y'all to be like me. It's impossible. It's impossible for someone to program me to, match their physical makeup or their physical action, whatever they got going on. But best believe, yes, I do believe that not only is there like a main station, forget the channel, which channel you're tuned into. There's a main station where we freaked out on it. Like I say, we freaked out on this station. And although nobody could be the same, none of us are going to be identical. So, we tune in and out to the same station at this point, a particular station. But we're just a particular channel, a particular frequency, right? But we're all at this station, this big galactic station. That's how I'm going to describe it. It's a galactic station, and it has a bunch of different channels, just like your typical radio station here on this plane. And we tuned in, all of us. Some beautiful people last night. Queens, kings, they was just coming out, showing face. Peace and electricity to everyone that I encountered yesterday. And that be the thing, that I don't never have to see or meet you. We already there together. We've been there. You ain't even know it. I didn't know it. Listen, I've been pulling them for a minute, even before I knew anything. Before anything was ever explained to me, before I ever found a teacher. There was something in me that pulled me from it. Like, what are you doing? Even when I was in it. There was always something, forever, always. Before I started to get in it, when I was in it, when I was thinking about getting out, whatever it might have been. It's always been there. Shout out to Father Rich. He was talking it yesterday. He's feeling himself as he should. Feel me? I was loving it. You know what I mean? We be connected. We all be connected. In due time. Our collective will, and to say conscious is kind of like, alright. Yeah, we're conscious of, I'll just keep it as that. Conscious of. But really, we're subconscious. That's what's controlling us. Like, I'm about to do some magical stuff right now. That's what I'm working on. I'm on some different, I try to just drop a little bit, you get what I'm saying? Because it be a lot. Really, it don't be. Not in my perception, but, just talk about, health. Health, the body, things of that nature. And it'd be a lot to push on somebody that ain't on that same, they ain't freaked out like that. They still fully clothed. They still got bombers and skellies with the tonsils, and they fully clothed in many ways. But it's hard to even drop a little bit of you really know what's going on? For real. Man, I wish I'd been new, but ain't no time like the now, and I'm very grateful. And we always go through that things where we're like, do I regret this, or would I have done it different? And everyone has their own, I wouldn't do nothing different. Yeah, I would do some stuff different. I be thinking I would do things different because I know that it really wasn't in my heart to, be malicious ever. But literally, those things molded and shaped and cultivated. Like, I've been asked this multiple times over the years, like, how did you become the way you are? And this is before I even start eating. So this was in our cycle, right? So in our cycle in the screen, when we was in the screen, um, I would be asked this question like, how? Why are you like, you know what I'm saying? You ain't the same as it's cultivated. Like, you know what I'm saying? I made the individual I wanted to see in all aspects of my life. I don't like something, then I don't, and I'll catch myself. I ain't gonna say as soon as I realize I don't like it, I fix it right there. No, but once I realize, right, and take acknowledgement, take receipt, accountability, uh, I don't like this. I shouldn't be doing that. I don't want to do that. You know what I'm saying? No, I'm not that person. As soon as I take accountability, once I re-enter those actions or possibly slip up again, then I'm able to stop and make another receipt. Like, oh no, you ain't supposed to be doing that. And then, over time, sometimes quicker than others, that discipline prevails. Gotta be disciplined. Gotta be disciplined out here. That's where it started with me. And in a way, I feel like I'm doing something wrong, not with my lifestyle or anything, but just with, you know, whatever. I won't go into details. I feel like I'm doing something wrong, but everything else feels so right that I gotta go with what I got going on. Cause I know that, and I've been saying this forever. That's what I'm saying. Like my fellow students, my fellow uh, freaked out individuals. Y'all might not identify as that, but we freaked out right now. And that's freaked like Freqed. Yes, that's my own word. About to start having my own language, basically. I always did, really. Gotta start speaking a little different. But I forgot where I was going with that. Yeah, we got it, man. That's all I gotta say. Yes, you are beautiful. Yes. First, you gotta love you, and then you might could believe that I love you. Cause me just telling you I love you, you be like, oh, this dude talking. You don't love me. You don't even know me. That's the beautiful part about it. That love flows so freely, and I get approached or bombarded with negative commentary. People trying to pull me in, not intentionally. Like, it's just who they are. It's just what they do. I was there, where everything you're talking about is just low. It's just, I know how it be, so I don't look at it like they're intentionally trying to, bombard my shield, but, I be so freaked out that I repel it right back to them in a good way, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, nah, that person, nah, they doing their thing. Like, I ain't even gonna indulge. Like, you're gonna come with something negative or something gossipy, and I'm not going to feed into it. I'm going to take the other route. I told y'all, I chose light and love. That's just what it is. You know? I wouldn't say hate, but I know what dark and dislike is like. We'll say that. I know what dark and dislike is like, so I chose light and love. That's where we at with it. Let me see what this say. Okay. Brought me some. This what I'm about to do. Yo, I've been coming across, not been coming across, but I've came across the most velvety, fierce pears. Man, these things fire. I'm I'm gonna eat one right now. Just cause I could. Y'all know we with the family. Y'all know what we promote. And I've been messing up with my liver. I've definitely been on a diet. No meat, no intentional like cheeses and milks and stuff like that. But definitely I've been messing up. But it's all good because I've came so far already, and I still know where I want to go. So I'm not even beating myself up about it. I've still been balancing my liver intake. It ain't just been a diet, so I don't think it's just been like a bunch of messed up stuff. And this one ain't as good as the last two was because I didn't let it sit out at all too long. But it's still gonna be fire. I can see it. And the crazy part is, I don't talk about this much. I don't talk about a lot of stuff much, but I'm gonna speak. I'm gonna speak on it today. Why not? I mean, ain't nothing else stopping me from just lightly, you know. Unfortunately, the first time that I had a real pear, like that wasn't chopped pears in a cup or pears and juice, canned pears, whatever the case may be. First time I had a pear was when I was incarcerated. Terrible, right? And that's where I fell in love with pears because we didn't have, a big option of fruits. And the ones that we did, I had to learn to like them. Learn to like to eat salad. That's where I started eating salad at. Like the carrots they put in the salad, what's that? Red onions or red cabbage, whatever it is they put. That's where I started eating the stuff like that. I always ate like lettuce, like regular lettuce, not no special kind of lettuce, not no kale or nothing special, no spinach, just regular iceberg type lettuce. But all right, yeah, y'all like what I got going on, huh? Go ahead, pick you something up. Pick you something up for your day. I gotta pick me up for you. Pardon me. Kicking it with the folks. Now listen, I ain't get to talk to y'all. I think I showed y'all the after effects if you watched it, if you was tuned in. But man, it's been a spectacle the last couple nights, and what's today? I don't really want to go back into the days and say what day it was. But let's just say in our time, like two mornings ago, 3 mornings ago, it was so foggy out for so long, man. So late into the morning, so late into the pre-light, pardon me, that I was looking at like, what's going on? Why is it so foggy? I felt like I was supposed to go out, and just go out. I've experienced something that I typically don't experience. I won't speak about it much here because what happened, but I'm typically not like for the average individual that comes from the particular areas or similar situations or had similar experiences. They've had more statistical encounters. I'll say it like that. There's a lot of things I have not encountered in my life, although, we walked a similar path at a point in time. But one of those experiences presented itself the other day, and everybody will say how they react in whatever type of situation, but you really don't know until it happens, and once it happens, then you can be like, oh, okay, naturally, this is the way that I, perceive it. This is how, what I'm saying, my ears and my eyes reported back. And mine reported back cool. But I had a big question, like, why? Like, at all times, at all the way that I move and I be, flowing. Why now would something like this present itself? Like, I really never had to experience this growing up. like the average melanated man definitely experience. There's so many things I haven't done. It's 2022, or whatever right now. And there's technologies that have been out for 5 years plus. Some even pushing on type 10. And I still haven't participated. That's why this is even so big for me. That's why I was always so skeptical. And it took so long. There's still a bunch of average daily things that the typical person indulges in that I have never experienced yet. And believe me, I'm not missing out. It's not those type things. It's okay to be yourself. Never conform. Once you conform, you lost. Gotta stay fluid in a manner. And I felt like I could have asked a better question yesterday, but only because of the answer that I got. And the answer I got was definitely correct. Don't get me wrong. So, but it's like something that I know. I'm just like, how do I? You get what I'm saying? Materialize that knowing, or whatever. The thing, my legs is there. You know what I'm saying? But it was a simple answer, the best answer ever for real. Just like, you already got it, nigga. Like, what you mean? Look where you at. Look what you did. Now you already on it. Even without that, you know what I'm saying? That precursor being present. That's really what my question was stemmed around. Not really, like, where do I go type stuff. Was like for a gentleman that be having a precursor, whether it be in any shape or form. I spoke of a few, gave a few examples, and what this is that my hand? I fallen from the tree. Never really seen this on my pears. It look like kiwi hair. Huh. Well, kiwi was in a bag with this, so maybe it shedded onto my pear. Whatever, but listen. I love y'all. Once you learn to love yourself, you'll effortlessly love gradually any and everything around you. The little things. The little things that's, in my space right now, or I'm in their space, or we're in each other's space, right? I mentioned the new bugs before. Yes, there's new creations going on. I mean, it's never stopped. There's always been, okay, you could get off my finger. I mean, I be chilling with them, but I don't be wanting them to, not if I don't know what you is. I don't know what that was. But when I go to this particular area, I'm there so often when it's not raining. So if it's not raining, I'm there 5 days a week in this area, right? and it's under a tree in what I believe is artificial grass. I believe they, put this here, but it's dirt and whatever. I come out with a couple minutes of grounding, feel me? Keep my day going, and there's these bugs that's always around, like that land boom. Same species of bug. I don't even know the name. I forget the name at least because I don't pay attention to the television too much. So I'm not equipped with the name that they going by today. And interesting. And I see y'all. But they stayed coming around. And they never flew on me. Maybe for about a week or longer. And then the other day, one decided to fly on my head and I ain't know. Pardon me. Excuse me. So I see my brother maybe a minute, 2 minutes later. He's like, oh, stuff, you got a bug on your head. You smacked it off. But those bugs, after that day right there, now back in my usual spot, they just start flying on me. Like one fell out the tree on my shoulder, another one flew on me. I got up, shook them off real quick. I don't know, I got a weird experience with this bug. Because after that, the first time they flew on me, I never seen them dead. I might have seen one before. Next thing you know, see a bunch of dead ones. Next day, a bunch more fly on me. I don't know. But I be respecting their space. For the first time ever. Now they say they common in my area in this region. But for the first time ever, I seen a red spider. I remember if I seen a red spider before. I'm that type of person. Never seen a red spider. Spider just crawl up out of nowhere, fast as ever while I'm chilling doing my, morning ritual of relieving. Just chill. Stop moving everything. I ain't move, I ain't going. And it was on a red day. So I'm like, I don't know what that means. Matter of fact, it was right after my beautiful night. It's coming. Yeah, they pouring in. They pouring in. I'm about to get it. I start doing a bunch of different things. Super grateful. You know what I'm saying? Like I always talk about it. Things may not be ideal to whoever standard that may apply, but life's ever beautiful. Everything's okay. I'm always telling people that. It gets better. None of that stuff matters. Don't let that stuff influence you, control you. I be kicking it. Just know, years before I kicked it on this camera, kicking it with my people. in proximity. And I'm gonna continue to kick it. Feel me? Still early. I got some time to go, yeah, man. Go, get a little acrobatic, shall I say. I ain't trying to go crazy. Yeah, I really want to just go crazy when I get my own setting back. Like my previous setting that I had. And then it'll be, easier to just bang, walk out and, I'll sit out there all day on that type time. Just get right, real quick. But I'll be out there moving around a lot, travel just to get to, where I want to be. Things of that nature, so I'm getting there though. I'm getting there. Y'all gonna get there with me. Bam! Get off my leg. And I'm under the tree, so there's definitely gonna be things falling on me. Probably some stuff in my head right now. But it's cool. As long as it ain't bothering me, I ain't gonna bother it. That's how I be living. You don't bother me, I ain't bothering you. I just want to assist. But I want you to assist me also. I want to assist each other. I want us to play the step-up game. I don't even know if that's a game. That's what I'm naming it. Step-up game where we just bang. Oh, you there? Oh, okay. Look, I know about this. You trying to get to that place? All right, bang. Oh, you there? All right, yeah. Bang. And I want this game to be a worldly game. Not typically just, based for us. Yes, we are the target audience. The target game players that I'm looking for in this step-up game. But we so pure and angelic that we can't, exclusion don't really, it's not really our thing. We can see a use case to almost anything in life. Do my spread again real quick. I got my stomach, the beautiful family about to run down real quick. You know what I mean? With the beautiful young kings, rejoicing. So that's gonna be in it. Y'all hear him? Nice. Yeah, nice. So we're gonna let that, pass. It's getting cloudy up there. We're moving through. Still got a few hours of light. Gotta just try to go find me some more hydration. I should show y'all a peek of another one of these laminations I got right here. I ain't even gonna show y'all right now. I'm just gonna practice. Just gonna practice on what I'm doing and keep excelling, keep learning. I get so much from so many different places, I don't know. And I'm just definitely, this is a gratitude video for real. I've always been thankful though. Y'all see, I always tell y'all every time, I don't care what a person may say or think or perception. I'm fine. I'm okay. You know how they talk about the homeless guy on the corner that has no care in the world? He's fine. He wants to be there. You know what I'm saying? He's not looking for anything to validate him. He's fine where he's at. He's fine asking people for dollars or however much a 40 or a beer costs or whatever they do. And that's cool. I'm fine where I'm at. I just know where I need to get to, where I'm going. Not even where I need to get to. I know where I'm going, and I'm already there. So I don't even look at anything else. I've been there. I've always been there. Like, what? That's why nothing matters. I'm so unbothered. I seen. I guess I didn't click on it. I didn't go to it, but there was like something. What they call it, like a title to a video or something. Like what turns up your unbotheredness, or however they termed it, but really nothing. I mean, it can. I'm not gonna act like, you know what I'm saying. I don't, revert back at times, but I can't just speak on stuff that like brings me to, yes, I'll get a quick shoot up real quick, like, pew, and then it'll come back down. Like I'll let I'll let the thought process. I need to bring my books back out, and also I need to digest a whole bunch more. But I'm thankful for the ones that I did digest, and they pushed me in a whole different current. You know what I'm saying? I might have been flowing northwest in any and all seas at any given point in time, and I just got shifted in a different direction. But see what I got on. Shout out to the queen. Yeah, I wear my shit frequently. I wear the same clothes over and over. If y'all didn't notice, go back to the videos. I'm not trying to outfly y'all. Nope. I just want you to love something. Starting with yourself, preferably. But if that's not the case, going in, just start to love something. Like, not that, like, that fake Americano love. We ain't going for that. We ain't going for what we thought was love. You gotta flip your whole everything to something. I go out on a limb to say, like, if you're still in full beliefs of the same program from a child, or the same extra doctrination, then you're probably misguided at the moment and seeking something better. But if you were able to have discernment through your growth in years, then more than likely you find clarity, a lot of clarity, more than you could imagine. It's getting clearer and clearer. I know what I be talking about. We on that tribal stuff. I tell everybody. There's queens that I hear talk about, conversations, and they're speaking on how you can have a child with a man and not want to be with them, basically. Or, I don't know, basically, because we was talking about, like, the numbers of women it's okay for. I wasn't talking about it. I was proposed a question, like, how many baby moms do you think, men should have, or how many, even vice versa. And my answer is one, typical. My answer is one, but we make mistakes, we do things prematurely, we be lost trying to figure stuff out, you know what I'm saying, pouring tons and tons and tons of voltage into other people, and just depleting ourselves, not replenishing in any facet. And I be having that question for people that still like think that it's okay to just. I ain't saying you gotta quit eating meat. Would I prefer you? Yes. Yes, I would. That's my preference, though. That's my opinion. Do you have to? No. You might love meat. I love meat. I just won't eat it no more. I don't speak about this a lot, but yes, I love pork. I'll never eat it again, though. Like, I'm not, one of those people where, like, oh, I know pork's nasty for you, but But I also know that I used to F some pork up. My favorite meal, like that I could think of off the top of my head, just some quick stuff, is a bacon cheeseburger. And just think about all of the different food kingdoms we have going into that. We have a little bit of dairy. We got, I wasn't big on tomatoes in the past, but, lettuce, definitely some lettuce on there. Some onions. Then we got the cow, right? We got some yeast, the bread, a little bit of everything. And we just mix it all up. That was one of the pork. Let's not forget the pork, the bacon. Gotta have some pork bacon on it. And you gotta have cheese fries if you got a burger. Some salt and pepper on the fries. It's typically white table salt. Wasn't nobody using no pink salt, black salt, nothing like that. So, yeah, that was like the average quick meal. My favorite breakfast, my favorite time eating really was breakfast food. My favorite food. Sausage, eggs, always eggs with cheese. Pork sausage, it turned to turkey sausage eventually, but yeah, it turned to turkey sausage really a minute ago. Well, yeah, I ain't been eating pork for a long time actually. Not long, but long for me. And I love pork. Pepper steak and rice, fire. Obviously, that's some cow, some gravy from who knows where. A little bit of peppers. Rice from who knows where the rice be coming from, especially the type of rice we is eating. But yes, so I'm not against you if you want to eat stuff. Just where do your balance come in? Where do your growth come in? You gotta grow. You gotta excel at something. You can't. And that's another thing. Like I've always looked at people a certain way where I can see them in the same predicament 10 years previously. You know what I'm saying? Like I see you being and doing the same exact things 10 years ago. That's a problem. That's an issue. And that's where a lot of parenting falls short because they're not grown as individuals. They think they're giving their all to their kids, but your kids don't even see you change. They don't see you become blissful. You can never understand them. You always asking them, do they understand? No, sometimes they overstand. You're so lost. And that goes for all ages. Kids be knowing. They come out telling you. You know what I'm saying? Nope, I don't like that. Questioning stuff. Why you do this like that? They be knowing. They're so innocent and so pure. There's a saying like, my heart's light as a feather. And yes, I aspire to have my heart as light as a feather. Will I say it's as light as a feather? No, I would say it's as light as a feather that's weathered. I'll put it like that. My heart's as light as a feather that's weathered. Period. But it's still light. So don't think that, But yes, childlike activities, childlike bliss. A lot of the teachers speak about that childlike state that you need to enter. And things like this is childlike to me. Where I'm sitting, not being on this, not this. This is just, all this is just, I don't even really know what to call it other than the program. It's really not for me. It's some release. It's definitely a release of energy, for sure. Besides that, my intention is just a guide program. Let you know that, yes, we were taught to believe something totally wrong, different, and misguided. I'm here to tell you that's not the truth. That's not what's really going on. You know what I'm saying? There's so much other stuff really going on, and I don't even know what river this would have been. But when the time comes and the tides rise, I'm going to go back and try to find this and then try to match it up. But I see a particular river that's a desert right now becoming hydrated in the future. don't know, just something about this river, where it was sitting, how it was running, my purpose for even running into to the river, and I don't even have 100% confirmation that it's a river. This is how confident I am. I'm gonna say something river. Just the visuals from the stills that I was, processing told me that this was a river. And also told me that it will once flow again. It will once hydrate. Did I get a particular timeline with that? No. Remember that blue jay that I always talk about? I've been getting a bunch of them. Can't share them right now. I need to put them into play and action first. Powerful stuff though. I feel like I'm in the shade. Well, I am. But I feel like even when the clouds move, I ain't gonna get the type of light I want. I'm only gonna eat a couple of these because I don't know if it was these that brought it out, but they just randomly came out. Start swarming. I don't get people, but they're not for me to get. I come to understanding too. Only one meant to be got is me. But really, I be having that excitement, that joy, that kid-like excitement. Like when I see the people I love, I come to them, yo, guess what? Listen, guess what I found out we can do? Remember this and that? That was wrong. Look what you're really capable of. I'll talk about this real light because it ain't nothing too crazy, right? Now you know when right now I'm asleep. So we're gonna start like that. So when I woke up yesterday, and this might get a little confusing. Try to keep up with me. Pardon me. Excuse me. So, pardon me. When I woke up yesterday, there was something going on where I still can't decipher where it happened. If it happened when I was asleep or when I was woke. I went back to sleep earlier today. Right. It didn't even come to me ASAP, and I'm on some stuff where I try to remember once I go back to sleep. And I don't always work right then and there. So without me trying to remember, it's like this was hours into my day, so like 4 or 5 hours into the light while I was asleep. And it hit me like, oh yeah, that did happen. And that's wild. I don't even remember the difference. I don't know when it happened. If it was sleep when I was awake. The most polarizing experience where I can honestly say I don't know what's real and what's not. I really don't know when this took place. Like there was something happening, something going on. I can remember the words, how I felt hearing the words. I can't explain where it took place. Where it took place at. I don't know. Literally. Like as I sleep talk to y'all right now, I don't know if this like actually took place. Like it could still manifest later into today because I'm just not sure if I don't know when it happened. But I remember it happening. I ain't gonna keep y'all too much longer. I know what's going on. Get me some of this good old light. Give me some good breathing going on. I'm about to electrify this area real quick. Feel me? I love y'all. Love someone else. Teach, reach, preach. Don't beat. Make sure you live in it. Do what you could. Our purpose is most certainly to help. Now, long time before I knew how true that was, I've always been a helper. I've always been a lender of a hand. I've always been a hand lender. Been a hand lender all my life. Since I was, pardon me, since any and everyone can remember. Like, that'll be a story that, individuals will say, when you was, you was just always, yeah, I know. I'm still that way today. So don't no one have to believe me. I'm not trying to convince the family to, that even in my worst days, I was still, a subconscious person. And that's how I always really look at it. Yeah, the conscious sound good, the enlightenment sound good, and it's true to this realm. It's only true to this realm. It doesn't, you know what I'm saying? It doesn't correlate in another realm, in another plane. It doesn't. I have no research on that. I'm not, you know what I'm saying? This is something this will be another one of those things where I don't know where I get it from. I say it, then I stand on it, and I live it, and I end up cross-referencing years later on down the line with another fellow collective. don't know how I wanted to word that. If I wanted to say something more, I'm just gonna leave it at that. And yeah, pardon me. I'm gonna even have to watch this back to even remember what I said. I said it so quick. I felt it so quick. I didn't even repeat it. I can't even repeat it at this moment. I'm gonna have to go back to figure out what I said. But I know it's true. I know I was saying it doesn't exist, and we was talking about the subconscious. Yes. I love y'all. Have a beautiful, wonderful day. Love someone, teach someone, hydrate in some type of way. You can drink regular water. If you don't drink nothing but sugary stuff, this isn't like, the A1 for your cellular makeup, but start with some water. Like, I don't even care if you're drinking. They'll probably, I don't know. I don't promote or suggest tap water for anything, for anybody. I don't want to say that. I don't want to ever put that message in the world. But if you're drinking nothing but like sugary, high fructose, corn syrup based drinks that's got like, what they be having, that 10-to-1 ratio on it, or would it be 3-to-1? I don't know, in the boxes. I ain't seen the boxes in a minute. I'm gonna give y'all an update on that. Hopefully I remember to go look at a box one day and I'll come back and tell y'all. But yeah, I don't know. You drinking that all day, you gotta balance it somewhere. That's like, the ghost always speak on that. He ain't trying to push nobody one way or another. Phantom, David, yes, that fella, that God, that leader. That's who. Listen, I won't even say that. Matter of fact, I'm gonna say it. Why not? I looked at that today and in more recent years as it's the closest thing I had to a father. That's the closest thing I had that schooled and guided me to, you know what I'm saying, through the negativity into the light. I'll put it like that. Guided me through the negativity I was already in and guided me to the light where, he led me to the light. Shout out to the ghost and everything y'all got going on at Pharmacy for Life, Juices for Life. Shout out to the queen. Shout out to the young God. He be killing it. Definitely waiting for some more, you know what I mean? Something to vibe to, even though my station been super changed recently. I've been listening to soft, old school music that I grew up on. Let's pick you out for a little bit. Get y'all a little bit of light. Is that the light right there? It's so bright, I can't tell. Yeah, that's it. Get y'all a little bit of light. I know it might not be good for the video, but we ain't going for video quality. We ain't going for sound quality. We going for impact. We going for programming. The attention is the program. Program you out the bullshit place that we were programmed into. Wish I could show you how I got my little shindig right here outside. And I'm fine living like this. And it will change very soon. This same setup, just in a different location. I'm already thankful for it. I appreciate it. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to take all this right here, move it to a different location. I'm going to bring y'all with me. And then, at that point, I will have the necessaries to bring y'all with me. For real, for real. And is that dog poop or is that a nut from a tree smashed? I love y'all. Love someone else. Have a wonderful day. A beautiful, beautiful, lovely, gorgeous day. Y'all see, I be around. That's where I be around. I'm about to electrify this area though. Listen, right here, this area, right here, it's about to go crazy. Love y'all. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. Love someone. I love y'all. Peace and electricity, family.